If meditation is a struggle or you're just not sure where to start, these 6 tips are certain to help you gain confidence in your meditation practice. If the right way to meditate isn't working for you, then stick with me all the way through to the end of this video because I'll have my most powerful tips at the end. First tip, you have to start out small. Starting out small is going to make a huge difference. Don't compare yourself to everyone out there who's been meditating for years or even months. Meditation is a practice. So start out small. Start out by just meditating 3 to 5 minutes at a time. It doesn't have to be excess. It doesn't have to be grandeur. Literally 3 to 5 minutes of you being in a meditated state is enough to get you started, and it's enough to call it meditation. Use a timer. Set that timer for 3 or 5 minutes, whatever it is that you've decided on. The timer is going to be there to help you so that way you don't have to worry about how long you've been in meditation. All you have to do is focus on your breath. Whatever it is that you're doing, what your intention is for this meditation, it's all you have to worry about. Once the timer's up, you go on to the next part of your day. Also, there is no right way to sit or place yourself for meditation. Do it in a way that feels comfortable. This is a huge one for me because I'm really tired of everyone thinking they have to sit like you do in my thumbnail. Yes, that's how I meditate, but I've been doing this for years. Sit in a, relaxed position, sit in a recliner, lay in bed, just sit in your car. Whatever it is that you're doing, put yourself in a relaxed position so that way you can get the most out of the meditation. The goal is to be comfortable and relaxed, not to be uncomfortable and itchy. Starting small is a good place to start, but this next tip makes meditating a lot easier, and that's creating a sacred space. Now, before you click onto the next video because you've already done the sacred space thing, listen to what an actual sacred space is. A sacred space does not actually have to be a room. It doesn't even have to be a space in your house. It literally could be you putting in headphones. You putting headphones in and listening to music, listening to healing hertz or whatever meditation music you choose is creating a sacred space. Because creating a sacred space isn't necessarily about having a physical place to be. Yeah, it's convenient, but it's about doing something routinely that helps your mind get into that meditative flow easier. So your meditated space could be putting your earbuds in and listening to music. Your meditated space could be having a rock that you like to hold in your hand, a palm stone of some sort. It could be that you just always use this one blanket and wrap it around your shoulders. It could be that, you actually sit in this chair every time. If you have warm weather year round, it could be this spot outside that you go to. Yes, your meditated space can be an actual physical space, but it doesn't have to be. Meditated space, or a sacred space, as I like to call it, is just something that you do over and over again in a repetitious way every time that you're about to meditate to create meditation. Another way to create a sacred space is with incense or candles. Just getting a scent that you like, that helps too. You can have a meditative space in a bubble bath. I would love to do that, but my cats are always interrupting my bubble baths. Meditative space is what's important to you. Another easy way to make meditative space too, if you have light dimmers, just doing the light, that's enough too. Again, it doesn't have to be grandeur. Having a sacred space is important and it helps, but this next tip is a game changer. Set an easy intention. Yeah, an easy intention. I understand that with meditation, you already probably know that you're supposed to meditate with intention. But your intention doesn't have to be some grandiose thing. It literally can be, and it kind of should be, that you're just intending to meditate to relax. That you're just intending to meditate to release tension. That you're just intending to meditate to release whatever happened during the first half of your day and get you started for the second half of your day. Your intention also doesn't have to be anything about having a clear head. I'm going to talk about that a little more further into this video, but I want it to be known now that that does not have to be your intention. If your intention is to connect with spirit or to, work with your spirit guides or to do some type of visual meditation, that's great. But don't let yourself get frustrated with the results. Know that whatever happens is meant to happen, and that is part of meditation as well. So set an intention and allow whatever it happens to happen in that 3 to 5 minute time or whatever time allotment you give yourself for meditation. Setting intention is a staple to meditation, but this next tip I'm going to give you is something that both advanced and beginner practitioners do, and that is a body scan. What is a body scan? Let's start out with the fact that meditation is literally just a tool to help you get into a relaxed physical state of being. Again, I'm going to say this. A relaxed physical state of being is the point of meditation. Your intention aside, that is the actual physical thing that we are trying to achieve when we go into a meditative state. So when I'm talking about a body scan, I'm literally talking about you either starting from the top of your head or the bottom of your feet and working your way up in the opposite direction. I personally like to start at my feet, and I'd like to tell my feet that they are going to relax. And then I move up to my ankles, and I say, my ankles, you're going to relax. I do it for my calves, my knees, my thighs, my hips, my torso, my chest, my shoulders, my arms. Then I go to my neck, then I go to my face, my jaw, and my forehead. Lastly, my eyes. I literally tell each part of my body to relax, to release the tension of that day, and I do this with a breath or two breaths if need be with every body part. Now, you don't have to specifically do as many body parts as I do. You can just say your feet, your legs, your chest, your arms, your hands. Like it doesn't have to be specific as much as I do. And it doesn't have to be as specific as so much as what somebody else does. What matters is in the body scan is that you just focus on the different parts of your body. You ask yourself to release that tension to help bring you deeper into that relaxed state. Because it's in that relaxed state that you are able to utilize the meditation to calm down that nervous system, to calm down the brain, so that way you can enter into a more natural state of being without feeling overexerted, without feeling stressed, and just being more yourself. The first 4 tips I have provided are really good and they are game changers. But these next 2 are the absolute most important for anybody who's getting into meditation or who is frustrated with meditation. Tip number 5, it's not about a clear head. I'm going to say this again. It is not about a clear head. Meditation, as I said in the last tip, is all about a relaxed body. Why is this not about a clear head? Because first off, clear head's for your end game. It's your end goal. It is not something that you're going to achieve in the beginning of your practice. And I'm not going to lie, as someone who's been doing meditation for years, it's not something I can get on a daily basis either sometimes. So if you're just starting out, understand that getting a clear head is not going to happen in the beginning. Because when you start to meditate, you actually give yourself a chance to listen to those thoughts, to actually give those thoughts attention, to be able to, even focus on what is going on inside your head. Most of us are just constantly on the go. We wake up, we get our coffee, we take the kids to school, we go to work, we work throughout the whole day. Some of us don't even take an actual lunch break. We just work through our lunch break. And then we go pick up the kids from school, we go make dinner, we do laundry chores, we go to bed, rinse and repeat the next day. So at what point do you actually take time out of your day to listen to your thoughts? You don't, unless you're actually doing something like meditation, journal, or have some type of practice that lets you listen to your thoughts. When you start out and you kind of have those repeating thoughts, let's go with, I need to pay bills. You think, oh my God, I need to pay bills. You think, oh my God, I need to pay bills. And the thought just keeps looping and looping and looping. Okay, so pay attention to it. Ask yourself, ask your brain, why do I care about the fact that I had to pay bills? I know I'm going to pay them on Friday. Something will come to you. It might be a memory. It might be a voice, but it's going to be like, remember when mom and dad were fighting over the time that the electricity went up because dad forgot to pay the bills? Yeah, that really sucked and I hated that. Okay, so what's that got to do with now? Bills are getting paid on Friday. So then that voice or that memory is going to be like, I don't want to do that to our kids. I don't want our kids to have that same experience. And then you're going to realize, oh, this really isn't about paying the bills. This has something to do with the fact that I feel like I might be failing as a parent. I know I'm not failing as a parent because the bills are going to be paid on Friday. My kids have always had electricity and things are going great. My parents weren't failures either. This is just something that I experienced and I didn't know at the time and I took it to heart and I didn't realize I took it to heart until I did this meditation. So now instead of letting that thought inside your head that about bills just being, needing to be paid, you're going to be able to rest in your heart and in your body and say, it'll be paid Friday. My kids won't have to experience what I experienced in childhood. My parents did their best. I'm doing my best. And I know that I will always do what I can to provide for my children. And all of a sudden, this big stress, this big weight that's been on your shoulders is relieved because you actually listen to your thoughts. Now, this last one is the biggest and most important tip I can give anyone when it comes to meditation. And that is make it your own practice. Make it your own practice. Stop comparing yourself to everyone else. Stop trying to be the perfect meditator. Stop looking at what they do on YouTube or what they do in the books or what they do. I don't care. Make it your own practice. Because here's the thing, meditation is a deeply personal thing. So do what's right for you in the moment and understand that your meditation practice is going to evolve. It's going to change. What you do today might not be what works tomorrow, and that is okay. Give yourself the grace to understand that my meditation practice is mine. What I do for myself is for me, and I need to do what I need for the day or for the time, whatever it is, how often you meditate. Make it your own. So if you want to meditate for 10 minutes while listening to your favorite music, it doesn't even have to be meditation music. It could be pop music, it could be rock music. Let that be your meditation practice. As long as you're sitting in a relaxed state and you're allowing your body to relax, that's going to be meditation. And you start paying attention to your body and your body's needs. You start paying attention to your mind and what's going on inside. So meditation is whatever you need it to be in the moment, as long as you're putting yourself in a more relaxed state than what you started. Subscribe if you're ready to make meditation a more personal practice for you and you're excited to do things your own way. Let me know which of these 6 tips helped you the most in the comments below. And if you need any assistance getting closure, I have a video right here that's going to help you with that.